Hello, everyone. Raymond Moore, Kilted Prepper. It's Monday morning. How's everybody doing today? Yep, good day today. Wee bit chilly here in Virginia. It's a 41 degree. Yep. And interesting thing, we are seeing the border convoy start today. And yeah, that where they're what it is if you haven't been paying attention to the news or anything like that, we are looking at about 700,000 trucks that are going to be converging on the border. And they are coming from all over the US to basically bring attention to the fact that we have open borders. And it's interesting, being a former Texan and living in Texas and stuff. I totally supported Greg Abbott. I still support Greg Abbott and the things that Texas are doing today. I think it is great. And so we are seeing, in fact, since that time, we've seen about 25 out of 50 states standing with Texas. And the big concern is that they are concerned that this might spark some sort of civil war. And I'm doing a lot of research right now and a lot of paying attention to basically Civil War sort of information and things are sparking up. And so this convoy here with 700,000 plus trucks. And it's not necessarily trucks, it's also trucks, vehicles, and so forth are joining this convoy. And there's a number of different starting points in the US. And in fact, here's just a couple of convoy 1, convoy 2, convoy, so you have all these different convoys that are going to be starting and traveling across the US and basically focusing on the southern border. And so a lot of states and a lot of governors are standing with Greg Abbott. In fact, we've got 25 governors that say that they are going to stand with the Governor Abbott and what he's doing down there to protect the borders. And it's interesting that Kristi Noem, who is the governor of South Dakota, has actually said if they need razor wire, she's willing to drive it down there herself. And so she's in fact, there is speculation that she might be in the running for being a VP pick, and which I do like Kristi Noem quite a bit, very outspoken. She's done a lot of great things for South Dakota and doing great stuff. And so I think she would be a good pick for possibly vice president for Trump's. But we are seeing a lot of the governors who are standing with Texas. And, everything in the red is the states that are standing with Texas and joining that. And so we're going to be seeing a lot of trucks coming along, and they're starting there. I know that one spot is Virginia Beach here in Virginia. There's other spots in Florida and then other areas, but they are going to start rolling out today, and more vehicles are probably going to join this convoy and things. And the reason I'm paying attention to this is because, I'm concerned about a civil war. In fact, here, let's see, 25 out of 50 states standing with Texas against federal government. The U.S. primed for actual civil war. And so this is concerning. And it's interesting to see that this is taking place. But, not since I think the 1830s have we seen that many, basically states siding against the U.S. government in such a big push. And so these are things that have me concerned about the spark of a possible civil war. Other things that are leading up this year too are the elections, and like it or not, whoever loses is going to be seriously butthurt. And so we're going to really be seeing some things going on there with the election. So this is a very volatile year. And now more than ever, what we need to be doing is preparing for this. Now, I know all y'all got some really great preps. I know you got some great food and gear and beans, bullets, band-aids, and Bibles. and everything. But what I'm deeply concerned about is that people are not strengthening their minds, not strengthening and creating mental fortitude. And so this is something that is deeply concerning me. And what I fear, and I hate using that word, is that people will basically fold like a cheap lawn chair when basically SHTF goes down. And you know, when that happens, people will basically resort to sheeple mentality. And I'm hoping that more and more preppers out there are building their mental fortitude as well as their physical fortitude. It's your mind and your body that is the most important thing to be taking care of and growing and building and expanding when it comes to, the final preps and things. So all the beans, bullets, bandies, and Bibles are great to have, but if we're not strong here and strong here, then there's a good chance that we may not stand. And so it's very concerning to me to see how many preppers really aren't that prepared when it comes to this. And so, by just looking at a lot of people, I see a lot of preppers out there, and I've talked about this before. I see a lot of folks out there just being overweight and paying more attention to Sunday football or Monday night football and all this other junk versus really building their minds and building their bodies. And so things that I do is I work very hard at reading positive personal development books. I'm reading right now, and I'm doing the Prayer of Jabez devotion. I'm doing that a 30-day challenge on that one. So every day I'm reading the Prayer of Jabez, journaling on it and doing that. So that's building my mind. And it's also building my soul and helping me with that, because we don't have strong united links with the Lord and things, then where do you draw your energy from? And so I'm really working hard at building that up. I'm working hard at building my body up. I need to do some videos, because what I do in the morning time is I get up and I make my coffee in a French press. And so I sit there and I wait for my water to boil and everything. And what I've done is I've actually moved one of my dumbbells up into the kitchen. And so I'm doing some dumbbell workout and things. I'm doing some push-ups on the counter. I'm doing some squats. I'm doing some twists. I'm doing a little mini workout in the morning just to kind of get that blood flowing, get it going and everything, and also continuing to eat a very healthy diet. I've focused on the 1950s diet, and basically I look at things that our parents and grandparents and great grandparents ate during the 30s, 40s, and 50s. I mean, if you look at pictures of all those folks, there was not a gym on every corner like there is today. It's just they paid attention to what they ate, and so they were very fit, very healthy. And so these are things that I'm implementing in my life. I leverage the Core 4, I leverage the ARC system, and these are systems and frameworks that I've put in place, because if I don't have system and frameworks put in place, I kind of start dropping the ball. But by having these frameworks and systems in place, I'm continuing to push forward, continue to do more, be more, and grow more. And so I think that's very important for preppers today, is really start working on this and working on this, because these things like this trucker convoy, yes, it's going to be a peaceful, I would just say the word demonstration. But they're working hard at really bringing attention to what's going on in the southern border. And so we're really seeing our nation start to heat up, and more people are looking towards conservative electorates or conservative people who are running and everything. And it's interesting. There are 50 nations in the world and that are holding elections this year. And already Argentina and Holland both have elected very conservative leaders. And the speculation is that more and more of the world is going to basically say, screw you, New World Order and Klaus Schwab and all those other, wannabes, and basically say, nope, we're going to bring in conservative people. And so I truly believe that because of this, we're going to see a rise in conservatism, and we're most likely going to see Trump win the presidency, which I think would be a great thing. I'm not a fan of Nikki Haley. I think Nikki Haley is a pseudo Hillary Clinton, and she's just a rhino, and I don't like her. And so I'm hoping that, most of the nation in these caucuses and everything will continue to, build Trump up and see some good things happen there. But like it or not, when the elections take place, I think there's going to be sparks going on there. And, it's going to be pretty ugly. So we now have time to mentally prepare and physically prepare so that, if things do go down, then we are prepared. And so it's important for us to do that. And then also, again, continue working on our beans, bullets, bandies, and Bibles, and continue doing that. And then, start really establishing a relationship with the Lord. If you don't have a relationship with the Lord, I really strongly, can encourage that. Whatever your higher power is, or whatever it is, the universe or whatever, now more than ever, we need to get locked in with the Lord, and so that we make great decisions and that we continue to push forward for what's good. So, because I truly believe that it is a good versus evil war that's going on out there. And so, but that's everything I can think of, folks. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, share, ring that little bell, and so you get notified whenever I do new videos or post videos or such. And then also give me a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And then also look on Facebook group. I've got a Facebook community that I've got going here. And then, if there's anything that I can do to help you, and with are you interested in the core four? Are you interested in 1950s diet? Are you interested in what I'm doing and everything? I'm working hard this quarter to be the servant warrior. And so I'm dragging out my swords and my practice swords and things, and been doing a lot of exercises with that. My shoulders and arms, I have to admit, are a little bit sore because I haven't been doing it in a while, but excuse me, am doing it, getting that back in order again. I used to practice Aido a long time ago, and that's quick sword draw. And so I enjoy doing that, and it's a very easy thing to do, and something that you could do solo training at home. And so I encourage you to look into doing something like that. And then if any ever bad guys coming into the house, you got swords everywhere like I do. So, but that is everything that I can think of, folks. I just thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great week. It's Monday. Push it hard. Work your core four. Eat healthy. Start building your mind. Start building your body, because SHTF stuff is going down. So we'll see you. Goodbye. God bless. And kilt on.